itself. Two teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes. And as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 14th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lanier. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Handoff from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Off the play fake. Under fire. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Leaves it with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marco. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Part of being a defender, especially against the passes, you got to see where that receiver's going to and when he sticks his foot in the ground. You could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gonna run it. It's Pettis. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the ground with the back. There he goes. Setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
His man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll go to the air. Now improvising. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Westbrook. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I love the job the quarterback does surveying the defense there. Great job pre-snap recognition, understanding the coverage. He goes to his curl route, gets the completion, and picks up the 1st.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Lanier. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. That's caught. It's Estrada. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Using his legs to buy some time. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right on the money. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And first down for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
The official says no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves.
There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The short hands, it's Pettis. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Barco. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Finds his man. It's Barco. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They'll stop him and get him out of bounds at the 21, just short of the red zone, but they turn in the huge play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to that outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Go Blue knew coming into this one they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the catch. It's Barco.
He's brought down at the 21. Brings up second down.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Westbrook. Buys a little time with his feet. He's turning it loose into the middle. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lanier. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. It It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Pulls it in. It's Estrada. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Westbrook. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He'll take a shot. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They'll try the run. Slithers into space. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Janging on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for space to the left. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They want to throw it. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Temple sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Philly. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Westbrook. Got a man, it's Tillman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passes.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They don't play every year, but when they do, there is just something special about this rivalry, and it is the Wolverines who take down Notre Dame. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.